All right, good afternoon, all you fabulous people. I just wanted to quickly do a quick market update. Bear with me, I am a little sick, so have a head cold and sound kind of just congested and no fun. So I wanted to make a quick one today. Without further ado, we've got Olympia prizefighter Marvel, the adult. He spiked because there was a 9-0 RTN, and I think he won a couple over the past week, but he spiked up from like 150, 160 to 210. I think these Marvels, as long as they prove they are competitive, it'll be probably around 200 to 300 for the time being. Down the road, they may drop a little bit further, but right now I think 210 is probably a bit high for this one. I'd come back to like 175, 160 again, but that's that. Glistening Steel Blade is the cheapest I've ever seen it, for 20 bucks. It's always been around 25 to 30 bucks and fluctuated in there. If you need glistening steel blades, I also saw some on the private market struggle to move. I think a guy did a whole play set for about 50, 55, but he started out at like 75, and then every day would drop like $5, and it just didn't sell. I almost picked him up, but I don't really see myself playing Dorinthia anytime soon. I'm pretty occupied with Kasai. Figment of Protection. This is the best non-foil figment for New Prism. You can use it in Blitz and CC, obviously, but I think it is used in Blitz and CC if you're playing New Prism. This is always going to be the most expensive figment, pretty much. This is spiked crazy. $31 for a non-foil figment. These, not too long ago, were like under $10. You couldn't give them away, basically. And now they're fluctuating between, like, especially this one is fluctuating between like $15 to $30. These are kind of rare for Majestics. You basically got one figment per box, or non-foil figment per box, in Dusk Till Dawn. So the protection ones are more sought after. Diadem and Dream State continues to go up off of no news other than the announcement of Part the Mistveil, which people think is Illusionist coming. I also think that, but this card has been like $5 forever. I think this is just sheer spec hype, and it's getting kind of crazy. The rainbow foil is nearly $20 now. There's a few sold, or I'd be looking at like $10 for a copy here on these. Let's look at the cold foil. Cold foil is still about 55. I think this cools down a little bit, probably comes back down to 40 at. But unless they announce more information, this could still continue to go up. We shall see, though. Shriek Razors, for another cheap legendary that could or could not be used in the new set. I'm pretty sure Snake stands for Assassin in their announcement. This card was a Bright Lights expansion slot legendary. It's okay. I think it outvalues when it's in the fatigue matchup over Flick Knives. And really caters more to Arachne, but Arachne is not running that many blues, so it's kind of hard to use. So maybe this finds a new home in the future for 12 bucks. It's not a bad little just spec and buy kind of thing. The cold foil is about 40. I think that's not a bad price for the cold foil. Just keep an eye on this card as well. Vestige has gone pretty crazy. $53 for a rainbow foil, when this card forever was 20 bucks or so. Excuse me. The cold foil, there's one cold foil on the market at right around $55. I almost picked this up, and I decided I just don't really need it. I would pick this up if you're somewhat interested in the new yellow prism. Get the cold foil for $3 more than the rainbow foil. Good pickup. Older card, first edition card from the first 5 or 6 sets. Could command a premium in the long run. I think the card's okay. It can also be used in Bolton currently and New Prism, but I think New Prism is mainly where it's at. New Horizon, this card continues to come down. There's just nobody using it other than maybe the Aggro Riptide. I think Aggro Riptide is getting further and further away. I think the new Trap Riptide is better in the current meta, but I could be wrong there. I'm not really a Riptide expert, but that's just my opinion. $76. I think it's the cheapest it's been in over a year. This card used to be about $200 for about a year and a half now, and for the rainbow foil, and the cold foil was like $210. So this is a pretty good pickup, I think. If they ever release another ranger that goes aggro, this could see play again, or they could ban it. I'm not really sure what they're gonna do with these crazy cards. But the cold foil I think is like 85, yeah, 84. I'd pick up the cold foil again over this. Still think it's a good pickup. I'm keeping my eye on this. I still need one for my one of every card sets. This card's nuts. Jubilee Spellbane. This is the cold foil from RTN win last year. This was about $200 not too long ago. It's now come down to 108 for a damaged one. I wouldn't take my risk on that. 133. Just keep an eye on this. I think this continues to go down until we get an arcane set, and then the Spellbane Aegis tokens start becoming useful. I don't think anybody really wants to run Jubilee if they can avoid it, but in an all arcane meta, it could see some play. Storm of Sandakai, cold foil. This is too cheap for a hero that is still probably a S tier for their main weapon. This is running every Dromai over, other than maybe the Iris, but I think Iris is just objectively worse. This has been $20 for a long time. $6 for like for a bunch of copies. I think it's a steal on this. Great looking cold foil. I have it. I just think it's an armory promo, so there's a lot of them out there. Blood on Our Hands is cooled down a little bit. $13 for the non-foil, or $14. If you're looking to play Kasai, I do think this gets put in as at minimum a 2 of in every Kasai deck, if not a 3 of. It just does so much well for her. It may be the time to pick up some copies here while they've cooled off. These were up to like $20-$30. Keep an eye on these if you need them. I'd pick them up now. They maybe go a little lower. Mauling Key, I think, is a really good card from the Round the Table set that probably sees play in some ninjas going forward, especially Tiger. When this hits, if a Crouching Tiger was the last attack this combat chain, deal 1 damage to each opposing hero. It's a 1 cost 5 attack, 3 block, and a ninja. This card kind of overstated, and if it hits, it becomes a 1 for 6. That's pretty good for ninja. Just keep an eye on these. I might get another set of these here soon. This card just seems really good, and the Tiger Ninja Luminaris Angel's Glow. This card kind of made New Prism into the CC. She brought her up probably a tier for $257 for the non-foil. If you have any interest in playing New Prism in CC, I think this is a great pickup for this price. It's a Majestic. It was kind of hard. I have only hit 1 out of like 5 cases of this for a non-foil. The cold foil is still about 50. I think this can cool down a little bit, but I think comparing the two, the non-foil is a steal here at $3. That's it for the day. You guys have a great one. Bye.